Hello and welcome to the channel. Now, a few days ago, I made a video reviewing the new Racing Wheel Apex from Hori, which at the price point is a great starter for wheel anyone who wants to play any PS4 or PS5 game with a steering wheel without breaking the bank. But I realized in that video, I blazed through the settings on the wheel. Therefore, in today's video, I'm going to break it down and go through in a bit more detail how you change the settings and which settings can be changed on the fly without using the Windows 10 app. I'll also in this video tell you my preferred settings I've set up for GT7. So join me as I turn the lights, fire up the racing wheel and show you how to change the settings on the RWA racing wheel from Hori. So here we are set up then, this is the wheel, I've got GT7 and the PS5 over here. I'm just going to run through a few of the settings for you, but I want you to focus on this red dot here on the screen. That shows you the steering, how far we're steering left and right on Gran Turismo. It just helps visualise what we're going to be doing. First up, I want to talk to you about the quick handling mode. So quick handling will either change this wheel from 180 to 270. And the way you change it to 180 is you hold down a sign and press R2. So hold down a sign, R2, that means it's 180. So that means it goes over to the full lock a lot quicker than if I was in 270. And the way you put it in 270 is hold down a sign and press L2 over here. There you go, so it goes a lot quicker to get over in the lock if it's 180, a lot less. When I'm using GT7, I put it on 270. So my best settings for that setting is putting it in 270 degrees. Next up, we're going to be talking about sensitivity, and the way you do that is hold down a sign until the LED appears. Then you press options. So if you hold down a sign for 3 seconds, the LED will appear. And within a few seconds, if you press options, that will start flashing. And just make sure this button on the top here is set to the middle one, which is LS. And once that's on, you have this LED over here on the left, and that is bright. That is a solid color. And if you do the D-pad up and down, it changes color. So if you whack it all the way down, it's less responsive, which is green. And then it'll go up to yellow, then red, then purple, then blue, then light blue, then white. So if I just show you, so this is less responsive. And if you look at that red dot there, so if I hold this, see this going here like this, right? Okay, and then if I make it to the most responsive, which is the white, there you go, see it flicking out straight away like that. Hardly moving it. Okay, so that's very sensitive. My best settings for this is all the way down to green and then up 2. So I go on to red sensitivity. That is fine for me when playing GT7. That's the sensitivity that I have it on, which is the red one. So all the way down to the bottom to green and then up 2 on the D-pad to red. Then once you're happy with that, you press the sign, the LEDs go out, and that's your settings saved. Next up is how to adjust the dead zones, and exactly the same as what the sensitivity was. You hold down a sign and press options. So hold down a sign to the LEDs. There we go. Then press options and it starts flashing. But again, we're in sensitivity mode. So this top switch here, you flick it over to the left to D-pad or DP. Now this will change the dead zone. So if I take it all the way down to the bottom, you have green, then it goes up to yellow, then up to red, then up to purple, then up to blue, then up to light blue, and then up to white. So if I show you all the way down here, keep an eye on that red dot there. If I go, so this is kind of like more dead zone. See that? It flicks that red dot there, just flicks. There's too much dead zone. And if I pick it all the way to the top to white, yeah, look at that. It doesn't start moving till there. So this is where you kind of all the way to the top and then just flick it down one. How does that feel? No, it could still a bit more. Down another one to blue. I probably could do with a little bit more. Down to purple. Okay, that's not too bad. Down to red. Yeah, so okay, so purple for me. That's not too bad at all. Okay, so for me it's purple. So get it into dead zone mode, go all the way to the top, go all the way to the bottom, see which one, and then just work through which one's good for you. Then once you're happy with that, press a sign, and that's saved. Now we're going to adjust the sensitivity of the foot pedals, and you can see this by this gauge here on the screen. If I press that down, you can see the accelerator there. The way you do that is you hold down a sign for 3 seconds till the LED comes on, like so. Then you hold down the accelerator for 3 seconds, and then it'll start flashing. There we go. And then we have the up and down on the D-pads as normal. So if we go all the way down to the bottom, it's green, up yellow, red, purple, blue, light blue, and white as per. And now if you look here, so if I'm on the most sensitive, most responsive, if I just press the accelerator a little bit and I just keep pressing it, keep pressing it, there we go, it whacks straight up really quickly. Did you see that there? So you hold it down, and then suddenly, if all I'm doing is pressing the accelerator very smoothly. And then if I go all the way down to the least responsive, and I keep holding it down very smoothly, very smoothly, very smoothly, there we go. You see, it was a nice smooth transition. For me, for GT7, I have it on the least responsive, green, all the way down the bottom. If I start pushing up, the pedals almost start being kind of digital rather than analog inputs. So you want that all the way down. Then when you're happy with that, press a sign, and that's saved onto the wheel. And then finally, if you just want to reset everything, so you think, well, I don't know what I've played about with, you want to just reset it, dead easy. All you do is hold down the assign button again, and we're going to get that LED up there. So once that's up, all you can do now is press share. And then when you press the share button, that goes off, and it's wiped all of your settings. So therefore, you can start again. So there we go then, that was my look at changing the settings on the Racing Wheel Apex, and more specifically in GT7. I hope you found this useful. Please do stick your thumbs up, do subscribe if you're new around here. Until the next video, bye-bye.